Well, if you live or you hike along the West Coast, Parks Canada could use your help. Rangers are looking to recruit a squad of what they're calling poop fairies to search for and pick up as much wolf scat as possible. And it's all for an important cause. Heading the project is Todd Wendel. He is joining us this morning from Victoria. Good morning to you. Thanks for waking up so early for us.
Good morning, Emery. Thanks for having me and your interest in the Wild About Wolves project.
All right, so tell us what makes wolf poop so valuable? Why do you need people to collect it?
Yeah, it sounds a bit funny at first, but there's a lot of information that you can actually collect from scats. So to put it into context, it's part of a larger project. The Wild About Wolves project is a 5-year initiative by Parks Canada and a bunch of our partners. And the aim of the project is to improve coexistence and reduce conflict between people and wolves in our area. So the scat collection and the citizen science falls under the ecological dimensions part of the project. We're trying to be a multidisciplinary project, so we're collecting traditional knowledge from First Nations, the Nuu-chah-nulth people who have coexisted with wolves for thousands of years, the human dimensions, so the attitudes, beliefs, and values of people, and then the ecological dimensions, so how wolves are using the landscape, what they're eating. And of course, one of the best ways to figure that out is by collecting their scat.
I want to bring up that poster again. These posters are throughout the walks in the woods, throughout the possible hikes. In particular, I find very funny the Fille du Caca, the French version of the sign. You are the person to contact directly to become a volunteer. What kind of training will volunteers receive? They're going to be out in the wild. There is a potential for interaction, not just with wolves, but bears or cougars.
Yeah, for sure. So we're going to be bringing the volunteers all together and giving them some instructions. So, first of all, identifying how to identify wolf scat. So what's the difference between, say, wolf scat, cougar scat, bear scat, and even dog droppings. And so learning about some of the shapes and what might be in them, and some of the other sign leading up to that. So are they following wolf tracks, or are they following a set of dog tracks leading up to that? So some things that are going to really make sure they are getting the right samples. We're going to be teaching them how to collect the samples properly, so how to fill out a data sheet, and how to use a GPS so they can take a coordinate of where it's at. We'll go through some safety information, the best information we can get them for how to prevent conflicts with wolves, cougars, and bears, what to do if they happen to encounter a wolf, cougar, or bear. We'll go over how to use bear spray and answer any questions that they have about the whole process.
It's a fascinating project, and as you were outlining, it wants to improve the coexistence between animals like wolves and humans. My understanding is wolves had moved away from that area, and when they came back, of course, there's so much development. The terrain had changed, the population had changed, food sources had changed for them.
Yeah, that's it. That's exactly it. So, our current chapter of our story between people and wolves really started a while back, and like you said, in our area, about 20 years ago, wolves started to establish packs again and really use the landscape. And they did come back to a changed landscape, and also the potential for people who hadn't lived with wolves for a while. So, we're kind of going through this process of learning how to live with wolves, share that landscape, and sort of do that new dance and sort of figure out how we can share the landscape together.
All right, well, there you go, Canada. If you want to be a poop fairy, you can help rangers like Todd Wendel out and contact him directly. Todd, thanks so much.
Thanks for having me on.
Thanks for watching. If you like this, be sure to subscribe here.
And you can check out more Your Morning videos right here.